here at 2K Sports. Celebrate Noche Latina, an opportunity to spotlight the amazing Latin culture in the NBA and its global fan base. And tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Miami Heat. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, last season, DeMar DeRozan set the all-time record for consecutive games with over 35 points and above 50% field goal shooting, surpassing the great Wilt Chamberlain. DeMar said, quote, "As a fan of the history of the game, to have the privilege of these opportunities, it's something I never take for granted." Brian?
Oh, incredible. Thanks, Allie. And a chance here to check out some stats for DeMar DeRozan.
And he's having issues at the free throw line at the moment. In the past 10 games, his touch hasn't been the same as it was before. He'll be trying to correct that tonight.
And let's check Miami's starting lineup. On the wing, it'll be Hero and Butler. Caleb Martin out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Lowry in at the one. And for Chicago, Zach LaVine out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard.
Oh, guys, the city of Chicago is used to the highest standard. The shadow of those Michael Jordan teams still looms large.
Here we go. And so off the tip, it's Miami. Caruso against Hero. Got it. Good job in the low post. It feels like once you get a taste of winning, you never want that to end, Grant.
But the reality is, for most franchises, it does end for long periods of time. I hope the fans do appreciate this current Bulls team. There's something to be proud of.
Lowry against Beverley. Pass to Butler. And here's Hero. He's guarded by Caruso. Just 5 on the clock. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And maybe that's why he's nicknamed Bam. Taking contact, bam, bam.
Caruso finds Beverley. On the wing, LaVine. Caruso outside. The three is up. And it's Miami with a rebound. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Atlanta.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Well, an all-star appearance for Bam Adebayo in 2020. Grant, you think he can get back there?
No doubt. I mean, I think the bigger issue is we've seen his numbers taper off just in the postseason. Can he reverse that and bring his best when it matters most?
And down the stretch here, each night threatens to reshuffle the playoff seedings.
Well, I love this time of year, BA, because you're getting up in the morning, you're jumping on the internet, you're trying to check to see, well, what happened last night? Did they lose a half game? Are they up 2.5? Can we still get there? This is what it's all about.
The Heat have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Hero, the pass to Butler. Shot from the low block. And there's another one for the Heat.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's DeRozan. 23 points for him last game against Indiana. Right side, LaVine. Pass to Beverley. Vucevic, a screen on Butler. Here's Beverley. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Lowry, the pass to Martin. Hero for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Hero's got his second bucket on the night.
I just love the ball movement.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And the Bulls making a change here. Desumu's checked in. And Miami with a change here too. Love is checked in for Martin. Pass to Levine. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Caruso outside. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Driving inside. Just 3 on the clock. Off the window. It's good.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And so it's Miami, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Heat.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And Grant, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs. Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
Setting the floor for Miami. They've got Victor Oladipo, Butler out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Kyle Lowry, and it's Adebayo in at center.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
DeRozan outside. Over Adebayo. No good off the back of the rim.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And Adebayo slams it in.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
2 minutes.
Love against DeRozan. Six to shoot. Adebayo with the rejection.
Are we sure that Bam's not wearing a watch out there? Perfect timing.
Butler against Williams. A nice shot by Butler. Butler's got 6.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Offensive board. Drummond. Love with the defensive effort. The Heat have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Adebayo finds Lowry. Pass to Butler. Driving in. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Adebayo, no good. For Chicago, they've got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. Now Levine, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Denied by Adebayo. Outside Butler. With the second effort, and he takes it up and lays it in. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now Butler with the ball up in the air just sniffs that one out, and he goes in and rips it down.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. It's the Heat just dominating this one. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Chicago Bulls.
Well, they're not finding good shots, and that starts with their ball movement. Too much hero basketball. They need to sharpen up the attack. More motion, quick cuts, get the ball inside. There's no way they're coming back with that type of play.
And now we can turn our attention forward. Let's take a look at what lies ahead on the schedule.
And that game against the Nuggets, this one will serve as a measuring stick for them. Facing off against the top team in the West, no room for error. They'll have to take care of the basketball and hit tough shots.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Without question, Jimmy Butler displaying his skills today.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
They've got Nikola Vucevic. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Zach LaVine. And then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Beverly in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
You watch Tyler Hero night in, night out, and he brings a fearlessness to the game.
Pass to Butler. Adebayo, a screen on LaVine. Here's Butler, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Some players walk the line between confidence and arrogance. What do you think about Hero, Brent?
Well, I think the interesting stuff, BA, was after a year of success and what happened in the bubble, there might have been some humbling times and humbling games for him that have put him back on the right track. And right now, he's playing with a ton of confidence that's helping out his teammates.
Well, the great ones make their mark in the playoffs, and Jimmy Butler has certainly done that. Some Herculean performances when the chips were down.
Now here's Caruso. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Oh, they get a hand on it. Butler with a steal. Fast break, Miami. Here's Adebayo, and he gets it to go.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
LaVine, good. And granted, last year's playoffs, Jimmy Butler became the first player since Jordan to author multiple 40-point, 4-steal games in a single series.
Oh, and in 2020, the third player ever to record a 40-point triple-double in the finals. I mean, just legendary stuff.
Now here's DeRozan, a proven scorer in this league, averaging just over 25 a game. Beverly, the pass to LaVine. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
A ferocious competitor and scorer, LaVine takes on challenges head on and knows how to finish with grit.
Well, Grant, one thing LaVine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution.
That free throw good from LaVine. Back on draft night 2017, the Bulls trading away their star, Jimmy Butler.
And what a haul they got from Minnesota. Zach LaVine, the headliner, and he's turned out to be a franchise player. It's tough to win one of those type of deals, but Chicago got a stud.
And so the ball out of bounds. Caruso touched it last. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Jimmy Butler's focus is all on team success. In fact, his agent said whenever he calls Jimmy to congratulate him on personal accolades, like All-NBA team, for example, Jimmy hangs up in his face before he can finish the sentence. Brian, for Butler, there's only one prize that really matters.
Yeah, he's a rare breed, Allie, for sure. Thanks for that. Now, here's Williams. Now, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. White with the steal. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Back to Williams. Pass to Vucevic with his first shot attempt. Nice jump shot. Vucevic has got his first points of the night.
You can see the work Vucevic has put into his jumper, the efficient mechanics, and he has such a soft touch.
Here's Robinson. Williams defending. Here's Strus. Fires from deep. It's deflected. Caruso outside. Pass to Vucevic. From down in the low post, it goes. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Getting points inside is no problem for Vucevic. He consistently finds these openings.
And so it's the Miami Heat with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Trust it. Good to great. Good to great. Don't settle for average shots. Move it.
And Coach Spoelstra instructing his guys to look for the best option.
Yeah, there's no reason to rush any bad shots, especially with 24 seconds to work with.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Heat. The duo inside, Butler and Adebayo. Gabe Vincent out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Robinson in at the three.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
So it's Miami now. The Bulls making their last shot. Pass to Butler. Robinson on the wing. Here's Vincent. Hero on the wing. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Kyle Lowry's checked in for Vincent. DeRozan passes to Beverley.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Kicks it to DeRozan. 4 on the clock. Here's Vucevic. That one is off, and Miami will go the other way with it. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Pass to Adebayo. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Well, around the rim, Bam Adebayo makes so many things happen because he's so athletic.
Here's LaVine. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Chicago, Zach LaVine. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break.
The first free throw is good. And Brent, you look at Miami's playoff pedigree. They've made the Eastern Conference Finals 6 times over the last 12 years.
Yeah, and those 2 championships they had in that 12-year period were square on the shoulders of their big 3 that they put together. But I don't see them slowing down when it comes to reloading. This team knows how to do it well.
Martin, he's checked in for Miami.
And every year, LaVine seems to get better and better. His work ethic and desire to be great is evident.
Now here's Lowry. Pass to Adebayo. Butler against LaVine. Butler double teamed. Lowry outside. Over Beverly. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Heat.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And this victory will put them at 36 wins on the year.
And boy, did they need to win this game after dropping the first 2 matchups against this squad. Now they can go into the final game of the season series with a ton of confidence.
And what a huge performance it was for Jimmy Butler.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Now here's DeRozan. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Butler with the ball. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Jimmy, you had it going. How big did that hoop look tonight?
It looked pretty big. That's what I pride myself on. My teammates kept giving me the ball even when I didn't want the ball, telling me to score, be aggressive. When you got teammates like that, your confidence is through the roof.
They know who their leader is, no doubt about it. Congrats on the win.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.